Hey guys, thogden here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, we're going to be going through the quarter-final predictions. 4 games left, let's get through them.
No, sorry, I can't do this video, Theo. My voice is gone.
I
All that
could tell.
cheering last night, I mean it, I can barely speak.
It wasn't just in the stadium, it was at the pub after, but we're not going to get into any details. You can imagine the sort. I mean, it was limbs. When you beat Germany in a round of 16 game, you've got to enjoy yourself.
And I can't wait for this video because we can talk all about France, Germany, the Netherlands, Portugal, Croatia, can't we, Theo?
Yeah.
Who are they playing next?
They're playing some very... I'm joking, they're all out. They're all out.
Isn't it amazing what's happened so far? Who'd have
crazy.
thought we'd be at this stage without those teams?
What's the like target today, Dad?
The like target today is 10,000. And if we smash that, I want Twitter to verify me.
They said no. Put it on the screen now. Shocking. How can you say no to Thogdad? Give Thogdad the tick. Hashtag it on Twitter. Get it out there. Make it viral. I'm not even verified, but it's all about Thogdad. We're going to cause that hashtag to go trending.
And the first game is Switzerland against Spain from the Gazprom Arena in
Russia.
St. Petersburg. Absolutely. What a shame we can't be there. But Switzerland, oh my goodness, they beat France. And what an incredible game. And I've got to say, at times, Benzema, Pogba were incredible. For the Swiss to beat them, Theo. Oh my goodness.
Incredible. You know what? I think this is going to be a Seferovic masterclass. We saw him score 2 goals against France. By the way, what a game. Pogba did so well. It's a shame he lost the ball for that 3rd goal, though. And I genuinely believe Spain, they've got a problem.
Yeah.
Switzerland are not a walkover. Shaqiri, Seferovic and Mbolo will be hungry and ready. Xhaka with the bleached hair is twice the player we've ever seen of him. They're a good team.
You're right, Theo. Granit Xhaka was absolutely magnificent, but he's got 2 yellows. He misses the next game.
I've just remembered. That's a very good point. He's not playing in this game, and even though I've predicted Switzerland to win, I'm now thinking that Spain might win it.
Yes.
Now I realise why the bookies have gone so in favour of Spain.
Yeah.
Because Granit Xhaka is key to Switzerland's success against France, and he would be if they were to beat Spain.
Spain 5-3 against Croatia. What an incredible game.
Yeah.
We were worried about where the goals would come from, and then they scored 10 goals in 2 games.
Yeah.
And who impressed you the most from that Spain team, Theo?
Oh, Sarabia's a baller.
Yeah.
Ferran Torres is great. Even Morata scored. You know how
Yes.
England have that chant, even Heskey scored? Spain should do the same with Morata, because that guy doesn't know how to score goals, and his job is to hit goals in the back of the net. It's a pretty worrying thing, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what, Theo, I'm going to give you a Thogdad fact. Because Sarabia and Ferran Torres have both scored in the last 2 games, but no Spain player has ever scored in 3 consecutive Euros games. That's
Wow.
a Thogdad fact.
Well, I do think they'll score 2, but I think Switzerland will score 2. Then I think it's going to go through extra time. No goals. I think it'll go to penalties. And I think Switzerland are going to be the underdog winners again.
No, you are joking, Theo.
Yep. Switzerland to knock out Spain after knocking out France. You've heard it here first. I might be mental because Xhaka's injured and the odds are well in favour of Spain. But listen, I think Switzerland are on a run now. Shaqiri's going to have a masterclass. Seferovic is definitely going to bag. What do you reckon?
Well, I'll tell you what, Theo. Spain are unbeaten in 12 games. They've won this tournament 3 times. I think they'll sneak it. I think it'll be close. I like the way Switzerland are playing. Spain to win 2-1.
Boring. What's X-Buyer told you? You know, is he paid you off or something? Listen, we're just going to move on to the next game.
The second game is Belgium against Italy from the Alliance Arena in Munich, isn't it, Theo? Now, Belgium put out the reigning champions, Portugal 1-0. Thorgan, otherwise known as Thogden Hazard, got the goal. But in that game, Theo, 6 chances to Belgium, 24 to Portugal. What do you think about that?
I think Belgium are clinical, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Portugal, they had a problem, and that was being clinical in that final game. They had all the talent, all the solo players, but when they were put together in that match where they needed to perform against a top side, they flopped.
But Theo, you know what happens when a team beats the reigning champions?
What?
They usually go on to win it. Can Belgium win the whole thing?
What, 4 out of 5 times?
4 out of 5 times in the last 5 tournaments.
How did I know that before you said it?
You're just talking there. Josh, he's got enough there. It's a hard one to say that, isn't it?
You give me a fact. I add to the fact.
No.
Before you said it. I'm like, no way. 4 out of 5. I didn't know that. But now they're playing a free-flowing, attacking Italy. They're not going to hold back. And that over the age of 103 players, they're not going to be able to handle the pace of it. They just dealt with a difficult game.
Yeah.
I think Italy are going to win this, to be honest.
Well, Theo, we were at Wembley for the Italy-Austria game, weren't we?
Yeah.
43 attempts in those 2 hours. Who impressed you there from the Italy team?
Well, Immobile hit the post,
Yeah.
unlucky not to score. I thought Berardi impressed me with how much running he did.
Yeah.
Chiesa with the final finish was brilliant. Pessina, Spinazzola, both great. They've got a whole, just well-rounded team. There's even the little things, like Jorginho. He'll do little things that you won't notice in the game. But it's not a surprise that Italy are one of the favourites to win the Euros and Chelsea won the Champions League, and he's starting in both.
Agreed, Theo. Now, Italy, I thought, were mediocre, but still good enough to beat Austria. And Jorginho and Spinazzola were my two lads.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just get the feeling, Theo, I mean, Italy, the last 12 games, in the first 90 minutes, they've kept clean sheets. And that is astonishing, isn't it?
Listen, the big problem with Belgium is they don't have Kevin De Bruyne and they don't have Eden Hazard. But I think Thogden Hazard is even better than him. He's the one you want to make sure he's fit. Look at the banger he scored against Portugal. I reckon Belgium, on their day, will find a goal from somewhere. I think it'll be Lukaku. The problem is, Italy, they're going to find a goal too. And this game, again, is going to go to extra time.
No.
Do you know what's going to happen in this one, though?
Go on, tell me.
There's going to be no goals in added time. No, I'm joking. There's going to be a goal in added time. Guess who's going to go to? It's going to go to Italy.
Wow.
Italy are going to win another game in extra time. I'm going to sense the goal scorer. It's coming to me. Chiesa. Chiesa gets the first goal for Italy, and the winner in extra time will come from Spinazzola.
That is a very big and very precise shout. But you know what, Theo? I'm going for Italy 1, Belgium 0.
What?
Italy to get through to the semi-final.
We both think Italy are going through against Belgium.
Yes, all day long. And the difference, Theo, Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard in that treatment room.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. And I'll tell you what, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. This is the big game. Listen, let's hear it.
The Czech Republic against Denmark from the Olympic Stadium in Baku. It's in Azerbaijan. And what about the Czech Republic against the Netherlands? They did not concede a single shot on target. That hasn't happened to the Netherlands since 1980. That's 41 years ago.
Yeah,
what about that
unreal.
game, Theo?
That's unreal. I thought that game was a bit of a mess. I thought the Dutch should have done much better. Dumfries, he looked good, but nobody else did. Depay didn't perform. They just lacked a lot of big game players. The Czech Republic made the most of it. Patrick Schick scored again. That's amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Holes everywhere. I'm talking about Thomas Holes.
I see what you did there.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, it was all right.
De Ligt was sent off, but I tell you what, the Czech Republic were just better than the woeful Netherlands.
Yeah,
I was
true.
shocked by that. They deserved to go through.
Let's talk about Denmark. 2 games, 4 goals in both. And yes, I know what everybody's saying, but it was against Wales. They're terrible.
Theo.
And
Theo,
listen.
Theo,
I know Wales are
Theo,
terrible. All right,
we've got Welsh subscribers.
Fine. Wales are not that bad.
Actually, they were terrible. And I predicted Wales to win because on their day, they could have won. Gareth Bale and co, what were you doing? Goldberg, let's talk about him. What a player he is.
He's good.
Yeah.
But I think the Czech boys, there's something I sense from them. You know, I just think they're going to go all the way. Something tells me Czech Republic are going to smash it.
Wow.
Thomas Holes masterclass. Souček, thogden bullet header. They're going through.
Wow, that is a very big shout. But Denmark have been the story of the tournament, haven't they, Theo? Obviously, what happened to Eriksson and the way they've bounced back and their fans and everything. And you know what? The story goes on. Denmark 2, the Czech Republic 1. Denmark to the semi-finals. Ding dong do.
No, this is where you're a mug, Thogdad.
Beer everywhere, limbs everywhere in
Denmark
Copenhagen.
Do you not know about the Souček?
No.
Do you not know about the Kufal?
Theo, check the facts. Theo, come back. There'll be no more dad jokes, I promise. All right.
Thanks. You know what, Dad? You've annoyed me so much. You've made my brain just go on a brainstorm rush. And I think I'm going to restore my prediction. I'm going to go for a Czech Republic loss. Denmark to win. 3-0. Dolberg, Damsgaard, Mæhle.
Wow, you really just changed your mind.
Yes. It's happening today. Too many beers last night. You can hear it in our voices. You can hear it in our minds. Let's move on to the next game.
Finally, the Ukraine against England from the Olympic Stadium in Rome. Ukraine first. Dovbyk, 121st minute, Theo. Bullet header to win that game against Sweden. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. My Swedish friend was at the game in Glasgow.
Oh, yeah.
He told me a little bit of a fact. He said, you got to use this in your predictions. He said, Ukraine are simply give the ball to Zinchenko, let him run down the flank with the ball. And pray. That's what he says about the Ukraine tactics.
Well, he was man of the match. 1 goal, 1 assist. We know he's a good player. We've been watching him for City. He's underrated, isn't he?
Yeah, but they've also got Malinovsky, Yaremchuk and Yarmolenko. And they're all players on their day. They've all got contributions coming through, the last few games in the Euros. They've got a good forward line. The problem is, I'm not sure how much of the ball they'll see against an on-form England team. How good was it to see Limbs back at Wembley?
Victorious! Grealish, Kane!
People wrote to me and said, this is going to be Theo's first experience of Germany beating England. It's like a rite of passage.
Did someone say that?
Yeah, and
Block 'em.
it didn't
Block 'em.
happen. It didn't happen. And honestly, you can hear it in my voice. I've been singing until about 3 a.m, talking to strangers on the street. It's not sunk in yet.
Hey, I'm
there.
a stranger.
So, Theo, let's analyse that game if we can. Who impressed you for England?
The fans.
Yeah.
45,000, it felt like 90k. I swear to God, it felt like a full capacity stadium when we scored. Where we were, below us, everyone went mad. It was just incredible to see. I mean, we were so lucky.
Yeah.
Both goals went in on our side of the stadium. The players ran over to our corner. It was spectacular. It felt so good when we scored. Like, we've been 2 years sitting indoors, making videos with you guys, doing live streams, and it's a lot of fun. But there wasn't much else going on. We couldn't really leave the house. And finally, it feels like we've finally got our life back. And I hope you guys can relate wherever you were, in the pubs, wherever you were around the world. I hope you enjoyed it. We've all been down in the last 2 years. Let's make up for it. Let's enjoy these moments. And big up to Pickford, Kyle Walker, Stones, Maguire. That back three should be illegal.
Yes.
Everything, the back five tactics. Southgate changed the formation for the game and it worked. Are you impressed by the gaffer?
Well, Theo, I think it was a tactical masterclass by Gareth Southgate. I was delighted when after an hour, 65 minutes, it was still 0-0.
Yeah.
Some of the England fans were actually complaining a bit. I think he got it spot on. Pickford, magnificent. I thought Harry Maguire, possibly man of the match. Luke Shaw, superb. His best ever game for England. Of course, the headlines go to Raheem Sterling, to Harry Kane. But overall, just brilliant, Theo.
Yeah, it's a Southgate masterclass. Everyone likes to take the mick and say, oh, Southgate, what are you doing? When the lineups came out, so many people did. And look how it turned out. We win 2-0 against Germany, and it was cruise control. Harry Kane and Sterling. Sterling's now got his third goal in the Euros. People didn't want him in their team. Some people didn't even put him in their England squad.
Yeah, sorry about that. But the thing is, the next game, Theo, I'd like to talk about formation and selection. For me...
Sterling. Are you trying to avoid this?
Theo.
Why did you drop Sterling from your England squad, Dog Dad?
Josh, cut it right here, please. But Theo, the formation for the next game, I would go to 4-3-3 personally. I would bring in Mason Mount.
Really,
and maybe rest Bukayo Saka. What about you?
Would you play Sterling?
Yes, I would play Raheem Sterling. He's a legend. How could anyone ever doubt him?
This is why Twitter didn't verify you. This is why they didn't. You left him out the squad.
He was so poor for Man City. But I hold my hands up.
Hold my hands up. Nah, Kane and Sterling. I don't know about Foden. I don't know if his time is yet. I think the reason Kane and Sterling are smashing it is because they've got experience. For example, in the Russia World Cup.
Yeah.
And even though Sterling wasn't amazing in that tournament, he learned a lot from it. My prediction is very simple. Ukraine 0, England 2. And the reason I'm predicting that is simply because I think we're going to see a repeat from the World Cup quarterfinal where we beat Sweden 2-0. And I know we were very close to playing them, but I think it'll be a similar outcome. I can see Harry Maguire scoring a header. He's been amazing the last 2 games. I think a set-piece goal is due. And Pickford, he's going to have another great game because Ukraine will have their chances, I promise you.
Well, all I can say, it's been a very good run, but I'm afraid it ends here. It's not coming home to Kiev because England are going to win 2-0. We're a better team than the Ukraine. The goals are going to come from Harry Kane and... Harry Kane. He's going to catch up to Raheem.
Who's getting the assist?
Jack Grealish, and one's going to come from Luke Shaw.
You just don't like Sterling, do you? You don't want to back him.
I love him.
So give him a goal.
Okay, I'll give him a goal then.
Hey! 4 games predicted with you guys. We have waffled a lot in this video, but we had a bit of bants. You can tell we've had a bit of a tough experience after yesterday. No, we're just enjoying today, and football's brilliant, isn't it? Life's so much better with the Euros. Everyone in England's happy. I hope wherever you are, I know a lot of the Germans watching this. I want to say big up to the Germans. I've had loads of nice messages and support since that video from DMs to the Germans. They're all legends. So big up yourselves for taking that loss really well.
And respect to that young German girl. Stop crying. Your day will come again.
Smash the like button. Thogden asked for 10k likes. I'm making it 20 because we get 25k in the love vlog last night. We could do 20. Come on, get 20 likes. Right, in a bit, guys. See you in a bit.